Well, everybody, welcome back to Frank Presents the Play Call. It's Christmas week. Today's the 23rd. We're recording a little late because timing is everything. And this is a time people are traveling to see the family. We're 2 days from Christmas, where the kids get to open up gifts and spend time with the family. So I'm joined by everybody. We made an effort, sacrifices to be here together at the same time. So, June, how you doing?
I am doing great, nice here and comfortable, nice and warm. It's freezing out here in Jacksonville for some crazy reason, but I'm doing good. Happy to be here.
Nikki, what's going on?
I'm blessed and highly favored.
Whoa.
She should have muted that.
My throat before I sang the song.
I know you at home with the fam. Bree, how you doing? What's going on?
I'm doing good. I'm doing great. About to go pick Toby up from his spa.
Oh, Toby got a spa day. Awesome.
Yeah.
I'm still having construction done. So if you hear like, nail guns going off and stuff, that's downstairs. Nobody's shooting. Anyway, let's kick it off. Who you want to do the recaps real quick or?
Yes, I can. I have him on my other phone right now.
You want me to pull it up? I could do it since you drive.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I have him right here.
I want you to be
All
safe.
right, so I am safe.
Okay.
I'm going through my mom's neighborhood right now. I'm doing less than 10 miles an hour.
Amy, give me that.
So on week 15, on Thursday, the Chiefs beat the Chargers 34-28 in overtime. On Saturday, the Colts beat the Patriots 27-17. On Sunday, the Bills beat the Panthers 31-14. On the Lions beat the Cardinals 30-12. The Dolphins beat the Jets 31-24. The Cowboys beat the Giants 21-6. The Steelers beat the Titans 19-13. The Texans beat the Jaguars 30-16. The Bengals beat the Broncos 15-10. The 49ers beat the Falcons 31-13. The Packers beat the Ravens 31-30. And the Saints defeated the Buccaneers 9-0. And then on Monday, we have the Raiders defeating the Browns 16-14. The Vikings defeating the Bears 17-9. And on Tuesday, December 21st, the Rams beat the Seahawks 20-10. And the Eagles beat Washington football team 27-17. Now, I don't have the actual scores on me, but me, Frank, and June tied. I think with a total of 10 or 11, and then Nikki was one behind us.
Man, listen, I tell you what, last week was a really crazy week with the picks. We can start recapping some of these games. I'm gonna go first because I want to talk about two games and then I'm gonna give it up. So for one, the Pats, I thought played very well, just made some mistakes, which cost them the game, in my opinion. False starts, holdings, 2 interceptions. They just didn't play Patriot football. I think that if we played more of a Patriot game where it's less mistakes, protect the ball more, probably run it even more up the gut, then I'll try to go outside. They would have probably did better, maybe even won the game. But it was a good game. The Colts showed up big time. Said, don't everybody's counting us out against the Patriots, and they came and shut out. Wentz balled out, and I like what I saw there on both sides, honestly. Even though we lost, I like both sides. And then the other game is the Bucks and the Saints. And I want to say this because I want people to pump their brakes a little bit. When you lose your one number wide receiver, the number 2 wide receiver, your number 1 running back, before the half is over. And when we talk about football, let's just be honest. The first team reps get they get the reps more than anything. So if I'm Tom Brady, I'm getting reps with who? Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Leonard Fournette, Gronkowski, the people that start the game. I'm not getting reps with Scotty Miller and everybody else. They didn't have Perriman. They lost him to COVID protocol before they flew out. They didn't have, or before the game started. So they didn't have the people they had in there, and they lost by 9 points. Brady threw a pick at the end of the game. Now, give credit to the Saints defense. The Saints defense could do something that not many defenses could do. They can get to the quarterback with 4 people, allowing you to do tight man coverage in the back end and create problems. They have Jenkins in the back. They have Lattimore. They have Cam Jordan. These are 3 pretty much all-stars, if you want to call it that, on defense. and they play smart, tight, physical defense. So give them credit, but let's not act like they went out there and did something great. You stopped the team that didn't have none of their starters. That's like me, June, and Bree and Nikki going in to play football at the last minute. We're not going to win the game. Y'all, it's not happening. But they won. So shout out to them. That's my only recap.
You talking about we not gonna win this game?
Hey, that's what they
What
did.
you mean? You trying to you don't know how to play football?
You want to get hit by Lattimore or Jenkins? You want to run the ball up the middle with Cam Jordan out there? I mean, Nikki might want to get tackled by Cam Jordan, but I don't. You know what I'm saying?
I 150% agree with you. Like, y'all already know I got a homeboy that's a Saints fan. And I don't even think the game was over. He was already texting me, and it was so irritating. I need to block him. But anyway, right. Like, however, this is the one thing I'm going to say. Both defenses played well. You know what I'm saying? Nobody scored a touchdown. Granted, they got points. They put points on the board, and the Bucks didn't. But both defenses played well. The Bucks offense just got depleted, and they just didn't win. Stop making it seem like the Saints actually came there and played. You know, whooped some tail. You did it. Let's just be honest. And like I told my homeboy, and I'm gonna say it here, last year, I can only talk about last year because that's the only time the Bucks had Tom Brady. Last year during the season, the Bucks were 0 for 2 against the Saints. 0 for 2. That means the Saints was 2-0. So who's the Super Bowl champion today?
That part. That's what I want to say. That part. The game they needed to win.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The game that mattered, they took it. And the games that didn't matter, they lost. Like they lost. Because now the Bucks are 0 for 4 against the Saints. And the Saints are 4 for 0. But we know who's going to the playoffs. You get what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna leave that right there. You know, the Saints, they beat the Bucks yet again. Now let's move on. That's it. Oh, okay. So now
I'm gonna play the devil's advocate, Nikki and Frank. You got a Super Bowl winning 7 rings quarterback with the kicker. The kicker was still healthy. He could at least put up 3 points. He didn't. We're all professionals in this game. You talk about the number 12 ranked defense, which is the Saints in the entire NFL. They're not number 1, 2, or 3. Shoot, 4 or 5 for that matter. All I ask for is for Super Bowl champion, 7 rings having Brady to put 3 points up on the board.
That's fair, June. That's fair. That's fair to say. However, don't make it seem like the Saints whooped their tail, though.
I mean, Tim Tebow did a great job in the quarterback position. Oh, my bad. Taysom Hill. So he did a good job. So good job. Imitated him.
Nikki, can I tag in? Tag me in. Let's go. Boom. All right. I'm glad he did that. I was waiting for this. See, because I came to work Monday and my boy that's a Saints fan had all the smoke and I wasn't feeling well. And we in the mess eating. And I'm like, bro, you coming at me with this? I got time today. Let's go. So yes, Brady 7 Super Bowl wins, right? 5 Super Bowl MVPs, right? Correct? 5, I think 5. Yeah, 5. And he's the GOAT. Let's just say what he is. He's the greatest quarterback of all time. And he sets the standard for other quarterbacks, right? So even Superman has a flaw. Brady's flaw is when you apply pressure, he messes up. Now, when you take away the key players, that the reason he came to Tampa wasn't because Tampa was hot weather. He came to Tampa because of Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, and the offense they had. And then he brings Leonard Fournette, leads all running backs with receiving catches in the league because that's been his go-to guy. And then let's be honest, like Nikki said, give the defense credit. They took away the middle of the field. So now you're forcing him to go outside the numbers with nobody to draw double coverage. So no, you can say what you want to say. He's also 44 years old. You take away the pieces that make him better right now because he's not the same Brady as he was before. And you're going to get what you got. You're gonna
My
get
man was ranked probably number 1 for MVP this season. At 44 years old. Until Taylor did his thing the other night.
Listen, if we're gonna say that, I don't think. First of all, I don't think he should be in MVP running discussion. I'm gonna be honest with you, because he's 44 years old, and you're gonna base it off the fact we've never seen anybody else do this before, and he's doing it. You're right. So is that fair to say that he should be an MVP runner? No, I don't think so, because right now everything that he's doing is going to be a first. He goes to the playoffs. Oh, it's the first time. Let's say he wins another Super Bowl. Let's say they go on and win, because everybody's trying to say, oh no, they're done. Well, can every defense do what the Saints did? No, they can't. Then you add Le'Veon Bell, which I think will work. Me and Bree was talking about it. The 3 Bs, the killer bees, right? And Bree, I was driving from Duncan.
The OG bees, the secondary bees.
The secondary, but they went off last names: Antonio Brown, Le'Veon Bell, and they gave Ben Roethlisberger it because of his first name, Ben. But in this case, they don't have last Bs, so it's Brady, Bell, and Brown. And if they get Le'Veon Bell in there to integrate and do what James White was doing for him in New England, and they get Mike Evans back, I'm tell you something, that could be crazy. All they gotta do is clinch the division.
They got AB back, don't they?
Yeah, and they got AB back. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Everybody's talking about Chris Godwin is the key. Yeah, he blocks, he does all this stuff. Yeah, he does all that. But one thing, not every defense can do what the Saints defense did or what the Giants did in 2007 and 2011. Not every defense could do that. You know what I'm saying?
Or what the Eagles did in 2018.
Well, that he still put up 505 yards, so I can't even say that. He put up 30.
Thank you, Bree.
You can't say that. That was no deep.
I do. Look, I just knew that I was about to tickle June's feathers if I just brought that.
But he still set the record on their defense. I mean, you can't throw that defense out there. But defense that kept them to under 20 points, that was the Giants' defense. You know what I'm saying? So when we start talking about applying pressure, not every defense, I don't think they're counted out. But if they don't get the chemistry going ASAP, I agree with Nikki. They will be out. But that's just me. And June, nice try, but no. I think you got.
No. I think the points he made were valid. It just whatever. Like, and I've always said, and I believe about this. You are entitled to lose games, like, and they were off. It is what it is. Because Gronk dropped so many damn passes to me.
He did drop. He only caught 2 passes, and even Bruce Allen.
Yeah, he dropped so many.
I want him to catch 6 of those 11 passes he got. You know, and give credit to Jenkins. Jenkins plays him hard. He was tight. He hit the ball at the right time. There was no pass interference. Give credit to the Saints defense for playing a clean game. You know, they tight man coverage. However, I feel if Evans isn't hurt, Godwin doesn't get hit at the knees, which we should talk about that, because they can't go high on receivers, but they can go low. That's crazy. So you could take out my knee. I could be done for the entire season, and my career could never be the same again. And that's legit. I felt the hit was legal. I felt it was dirty, though, in my opinion. Now, it was a legal hit, but I just think the hit is dirty because you're going at somebody's knee, and you saw it the minute he got hit. He was done. He was done.
You know, they said that the commentators, when they asked these players, they was like, they rather not get hit low because, you get hit low and you get hit wrong, that might be it for their career. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. We got homework to do.
And what was it? Ray Lewis. I was watching Inside NFL this morning. I didn't finish watching the whole thing, but he did talk about it, and that's what made me bring it up today. He said it. They got to relook at them rules, man. You hurting him. He was on a franchise tag. This player went low, and now he's not. He got to go play for a team or stay where he's at for a discount, hoping to have another breakout season and get a bigger contract. You know what I'm saying? This is people's careers, and they okay. They should threw the flag on it. I'm sorry. To me, you could have went to the thighs. You could have went at the thighs. You could have went at the waist. You went at the knees. I don't agree with that. I don't. I think it was a dirty hit. I think it was intentional to go to the knees because you know what? I'm gonna knock you out the game. And let's not forget, everybody want to bring up the Patriots or Deflategate and Spygate. What happened to the New Orleans Saints Bounty Gate? When they went to the Super Bowl and beat the Colts, the Colts, they beat Peyton in the Super Bowl. But how they got there? They was hitting Brett Favre late. Remember, Sean Payton got disqualified for a whole year. He got suspended for a whole year. Players didn't play for a whole year because they proved that they were giving players money to hit the quarterback after the play to hurt him.
Well, the game I would like to talk about, and I forgot who. Oh, is the Green Bay Packers and the Baltimore Ravens. Now, the score was 31-30. Tyler Huntley looked great. I mean, if somebody has a solid QB2, it's motherfucking Lamar Jackson because Tyler came in there and you couldn't tell the difference. Like, it's like, man, is Lamar still on the field? You know, you couldn't really tell the difference. However, these last minute play calls, I don't know. I just don't know. What do y'all think? Do y'all think they should have went for the 1 or the 2? The only thing I have an issue is y'all go for 2 points, but it's the same freaking play that doesn't work. Y'all don't get it. And it's okay if y'all went for it and you still had time on the clock. But you doing it and there's very limited time on the clock. It's like, come on. Can we live for another down? Can we live for another play?
So, if you ask my opinion, I would always go with the safe bet, especially when we failed in the past. I'm watching Inside NFL this morning, and Harbaugh asked, would you want to go for 2? He was like, we go for the win. We go for 2. So there, he was willing. He asked the question, but Harbaugh's mentality is, I'm not going to play it safe. I'm either going to win it now. And I mean, a lot can happen in overtime. Look what happened with the Chargers and Chiefs. Who would have thought that Travis Kelce's ass would have ran for 35 yards or plus that to end the game with a touchdown? His big self. Nobody could have stopped him on that Chargers defense. Nobody. You saw he's running around like
nobody
with the ball in front of him trying to get it. Like it was crazy. Nobody could have stopped him. So I don't blame him for doing it. Me personally, Coach Frank, I would have went for 1, tied it up, and went into overtime and see what happens then. Because anything can happen. Muff punt, a muff kickoff, a fumble, an interception, but both ways. So that's my take. Bree, you've been kind of quiet. What you think?
I agree with both of you guys. If it hasn't worked in the 2 previous games prior to that one, why still do it? You know, especially like with your backup quarterback. Yes, he plays phenomenal and everything, but I understand that's your game-winning drive. I would have went for 2, but like Frank said, a lot can happen in overtime. So, like Harbaugh said, I'm trying to end the game. I'm trying to win. We don't know what their mindsets are and their reasoning for calling the plays that they call. We might not agree with it, but I'm not a coach. So I don't agree with it, but I'm not a coach. But them losing
playing great though. Like
bumped them down to number 2. Them losing bumped them down to number 2 and bumped the Bengals up to number 1. So the AFC North is just a hot ass mess.
But that's the point I'm making here. Like, okay, I understand, hey, I just want to win, blah, blah, blah. But you've lost games that were winnable based off of 1 play. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like,
maybe his mindset was 3 times the charm. Maybe his mindset was maybe 3rd time the charm. You know that famous saying?
Yeah, but then come up with a different play.
Yeah, but think about it. Like, that 3 times the charm or that aggressive play calling jeopardized them moving forward, possibly even making playoffs. You're giving the Bengals the number one spot right now.
All right, so now we covered the 2-point conversion Nikki wanted to talk about with the Baltimore Ravens. I will say this before we close out on that. I agree. Pick a different play. Stop going to Andrews. They know you're going to go to Andrews. You got Marquise Brown out there. Hell, Huntley could have ran that in if he wanted to with the right design play. So you got Freeman out there. So there's a lot more you can do. But anyways, I think we beat the horse on that. What else? So hold on. I want to talk about the Steelers because I want to give them their credit. So I don't know if June want to go first about his Eagles and how they came back when they was kind of struggling at first against Washington. And then we cover the Steelers last or how you want to do it?
Yeah,
That's
let's
fine.
do that. Let's
I
do
should
that.
be home by the time. I should be back in my mom's house by the time June.
Okay, so June, take it away, man. Eagles playing the Washington football team. I wasn't watching it. I think I was at work.
Yep. So the Eagles in Washington, there was a crucial game for the Eagles. They had to win in order to remain in the playoff. At this point, we have to win out. And that's the end goal to winning this game. In the first half, it was 10-0. Hurts he made a lot of crucial mistakes, and I think he was just trying to do too much based on the outcome from Minshew's success the previous week. He was down there. He was still a little bit inaccurate. His decision making wasn't it wasn't very clutch in those red zone opportunities. They left 14 points out there. He had that crucial fumble. My dude, throw it away. You see the pocket collapsing. Throw it away. It ain't no need to go out there, be Shady McCoy and try to, maneuver. And that's where that fumble happened and give it back to the 50-yard line. But he cleaned up his act afterwards. Cleaned up his act afterwards. He started doing what was getting the team there in the last few weeks, which was utilizing that run game and being a little bit more precise with his throws. I'm happy with the win. We came back. We did our thing. I was a little concerned about Devontae Smith, because he came off limping in the fourth quarter from that late hit. But other than that, hopefully he's good. I'm glad that they got Jordan Howard out there and Miles Sanders, because I think that's a 1-2 punch that's underutilized in our running game. But we got the Giants next, and then we play a Washington with Heineke now being cleared from the COVID list, and then we finish the season off with the Cowboys. So nothing but hopeful at this point, and the way that the Eagles started the season to the way that they're cleaning up their act now, I think it's night and day, and it shows their progress.
I didn't see the game, but I read the text that y'all was putting up, and I will say that if you got to minimize the turnovers if you're trying to make a run, and you guys I think are in the hunt for a playoff seed, right, like a wild card spot, because you're not going to win the division. I think the Cowboys got that sewn if they win this week, right? So if that's the case, then it's going to be something where you guys got to clean it up. You know how it is going into playoffs. If you, especially now when only one person get the home field advantage throughout the whole playoffs, you got to tighten it up, man. So I hope they get it together. But I'm glad you guys pulled out the win, because at first I'm like, man, if y'all lose to the Washington football team, oh my God, that's going to be the end.
With a Patriots practice squad quarterback. Yeah.
Actually, let me ask you a question. Do you think Jalen Hurts is the future of your franchise?
I still believe he can be. I still believe he can be. I think it's more in the sense of the chemistry that head coach has to build around that offense. We got 3 first-round draft picks coming up in this year's draft. Shout out to Carson Wentz for getting 75% of the snaps. Love you. So I think he still can be. He still can be. Let's utilize Minshew to maybe draw some type of trade, decent trade. Maybe trading back to the Jags, But
well, Minshew, I think Minshew's nice, man. I don't think he's the problem. I think he's nice.
He definitely isn't the problem.
again, I respect what your team is doing. They going with the guy they drafted and they throwing him out there into the fire. You know what I'm saying? But and actually have a chance to make a run at it. So you don't want to sell out like they did last year. You know what I mean? And sit Hurts down and go with who was your starting quarterback last year?
Golly.
It wasn't.
Who else was starting cornerback last year? No. Well, no. Remember when Hurts came in at the end, so it was one.
Yeah. So when y'all was winning, remember we talked about this before. Y'all had a chance to actually win a game, and they brought Hurts in, and it kind of cost you the game in a sense, or they sat him down. I forgot what it was. Anyways, hopefully it works out, man. I don't think Minshew deserves. I feel if he's not going to play there, he should go somewhere where he deserves a chance to even get a shot to compete for the starting spot. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's just me.
No, I'm not knocking Minshew. I think Minshew brings that unwritten talent. I think he did his thing in Jacksonville. Maybe was a little bit underutilized based on that offense over there. I'm not trying to knock your offense, but maybe a little bit misused. Then we came here. We see what he could do because he had those spurts in Jacksonville. And if we're gonna build that offense around Hurts, again, Minshew becomes that good trade bait.
I have the number.
One doubt he go to Houston. One doubt he go to Houston. Just saying.
Yeah, Houston. That'll be a good fit for him. Yeah, I mean, I think Minshew deserves to be the number one QB. He's a decent quarterback. But you know what? Now, I'm like, let me think of somebody that's a QB2 that is better or equivalent. I think Tyler Huntley, I think he good. So I don't know.
He has accurate passing. They talked about that on Inside NFL. His
he's good. He brought the team back. They were definitely. I mean, yes, they lost, but they were gonna lose that game. They lost because of one bad play call. That's what I think.
Yeah. And you know what? And we're not giving credit to what credit's due too. At the same time, when you think about it, just going back to the Ravens game, the Packers it could have lost that game. You know what I'm saying? Say he plays that 2-point conversion, we having a whole different conversation, and the Packers lose. And this is what I'm saying. And me and you, Bree, have talked about this ad nauseum. Is that none of these teams have solidified a spot to be the number one scary threat. Normally, by now, we already know, like, oh, the Chiefs are going this, that, and third. Even the Chiefs that are number one seed right now, they just gotten, they've come along. The defense stepped up. I mean, Mahomes is still throwing picks, but I just feel like some teams ain't capitalized. And I'm going back to it. Call me a hater, call me whatever you want. I don't think they're the scary team they once were. And you know what? Now with the COVID ramping up, any given Sunday, you could lose out Tyreek Hill and Kelsey. And I'm sorry, you lose Tyreek Hill, you can focus on double teaming Kelsey. You lose Kelsey, you don't have to worry about the middle of the field no more because you're going to have to, it's going to be a different ball game. And, they still don't have a run game. So, I mean, to me, that they're not a threat. They just, this game or the sport is led by wins and losses. You know what I'm saying? So when teams start losing, like the Patriots losing to the Colts and Titans losing to the Steelers, it's just, you start moving up the ranks. But without further ado, let's sit here and give credit where credit due. I'm going to let Bree introduce her team and what they did on Sunday and how they came back to prove that they still are forced to be reckoned with in the NFL.
First, I want to shout out Frank for letting me watch it via FaceTime from his TV. So I could barely see numbers. I could just see, is that Najee? Oh, here, Toby, here's your bone. But I will say I am very happy that we did beat the Titans. But I do want to say, besides our win, that game, Ben became the 5th all-time NFL passer. He beat Phillip Rivers' record. And also, TJ Watt has the most sacks in one single season in NFL history, just beat James Harrison's as well. So it was great accomplishments. Also, Najee Harris is still the only person in NFL with carries without any fumbles. So I hope he still keeps it up. I could barely watch the game, but I would say I'm very, very proud of my defense and stopping them the way that they were stopping them. I wish my offense would get it together. I low-key miss Juju. Very, very, very much. But I was very, very impressed from what I seen from a TV screen this big.
So
I'm not calling Frank's TV small. I'm just saying from FaceTime, he was sorting out clothes, so he had the phone away from the TV. So get your bone.
I will say this. We I've said it last week, and we've said it plenty of times. You got to win the games that you should win, but when you win the games that people don't think you're gonna win, it makes a big difference. Some people kind of Steelers out. I went with Steelers at home. I just felt the Titans didn't have what it took. Watching the game, it looks like a tale of two tapes. It was first half the Titans were doing everything right, and they had the Steelers on their toes. And then the second half is like the biggest adjustment ever. The defense came alive. They were sacking. They were they were causing turnovers. I think they had 4 turnovers in the second half. I don't have I can't look it up because I don't have dual screen. I don't want to mess with this. I already disconnected once. So when you start having turnovers in the second half of the game, and you're causing the team, you're giving chances to another team with a veteran quarterback with decent weapons, you're gonna make something happen, and the chemistry was there, and they saw they were like sharks. They saw blood in the water and they went after it. So shout out to the Steelers. Again, they came back, won a game from being down, and they just showed they still got fight left in them. And they won a game that people didn't think they could win or should win. So give them credit. That's where I'm at with it.
Also, that's also the same thing that happened in week 1 against the Buffalo Bills. It was like they were no points scored. It was 0 all of the third quarter. And it was a different Pittsburgh team out there.
So, I mean, you got to give credit where credit is due. So it's good for the Pittsburgh Steelers that they won, but I think that was had the what's that team? The Titans. I mean, I'm happy the Titans lost, but they got that first down. We might be singing a whole different tune right now. So, but yep, good on the Steelers winning the game.
That's. I mean,
I think.
Go ahead, Drew.
I don't know. The Steelers. The Steelers.
But I don't think they're scary.
I think they're very unpredictable right now.
Yes. Yes, back and forth.
Yeah, they're very unpredictable. I mean, because right now, how's the playoff hunt for them looking, Bree? I'm not too sure.
We're still in.
They out. They out.
No,
are they?
We're still.
No. They're still in the hunt, but I don't.
We're
see
out.
it.
Yeah, we're not too up in the hunt, but also with us winning and the Browns losing, that jumped us to number 3. But also, I want to say the Browns game, if they would have won, they would have jumped to the number 1 spot in the AFC North. But with them losing, they jumped down to last place.
If you win out, you guys got a good shot.
Huh?
If you win out, if you win your last 3 games, you guys got a pretty decent shot, right? To make.
What are y'all last 3 games?
We play the Chiefs this week, and then we play. 1 second. We play the Chiefs. We play. Where is it at? I'm going to my Steelers app. 1 second.
And you said the Chiefs.
Chiefs,
you look
we got
that up.
the Browns, and then we have the Ravens. So it's very, very, very hard for us to be able to accomplish it. But I have faith in my team, win or lose. Like I'm still going to be
you
Steelers
can't.
fan. So
I think your biggest threat is
support them, huh?
Your biggest threat is going to be the Ravens, in my opinion. I think you guys are going to come in there ready for the Chiefs. I think you guys are going to beat the Browns. And I think depending on where the Ravens are sitting in this playoff hunt, that's going to be the deciding factor, in my opinion.
Yes, which that game right there is going to be the most important because that could potentially be Big Ben's last football game ever. So,
I mean, if the Chiefs really lose Kelsey and Hill for Sunday's game, if they don't play, y'all have a good chance to upset that game and actually hurt the Chiefs' chance of being the number one seed. It's so much is dependent on these games right now. That's not even funny. And it's a conference game. It's not a divisional game, but it's a conference game. Chiefs, Patriots, Titans, and Bengals are leading their divisions. They're the top 4 in the AFC. If Chiefs get knocked down by the Steelers, and don't get me wrong, look, if your defense can play like it can play, and you got Hayden and Minka back there doing what they're supposed to do, and can control, keep Mahomes keep him off the field, and your offense can produce yardage. They don't have to put up a lot of points, but score when they get in the in the red zone. I think I got a chance. If you don't have Kelsey, if you don't have one or the other in there, it's good. You're winning. I mean, not winning the game, but you're doing a lot better than you would if you had both in the game. You had to worry about Hill taking the top off, leaving the middle open for Kelsey. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you can always do what the Saints did and go low.
Hell, I'll fucking go out there and play defense next to me.
Go low at the knees and knock them out. Do what the
I got you, Frank. I mean, Mike Tomlin, I got you.
You got to do it. And Bree, you're not that tall. So when you go low, it's like, oh, I just fell. I hit his knees by mistake. I didn't mean it. He's got an ACL tear now.
Speaking of Chiefs versus Steelers, Patrick Mahomes did an interview with NFL.com. With NFL Network. And I just want to read what he said because I thought it was the cutest thing, even though I hate his brother. He said, back in 2017, he was watching film in Pittsburgh for about 2 hours. And he's talking about Ben. He says, and he walked in just to say hi, Mahomes told NFL. There wasn't much to it, but that was the most exciting thing that's ever happened for me. I looked at him and I tried to play with the same toughness. He's going to be a Hall of Famer. He's been to Super Bowls. That's the guy I want to be like. Hopefully I'll get to learn from him one day. Maybe I'll end up competing against him. So that's what his mind was going through back in 2017 when he was watching film for an NFL camp that he went to.
And that's for me. But look,
I thought that was cute. He's like, I'm trying to keep my tough. It's like his fangirling, like he held in his fangirling moment, and tried to play it tough.
I mean, it's good for him. And Mahomes is a bad dude. You know, I know I give him a hard time, and it's because I give the team a hard time. It's not really him per se that I have an issue with.
Is how Nick Wright portrays his team.
Yeah, not only that, and how the rest of the players act. See, Mahomes to me is humble at times. You know, like people like Honey Badger or not, though. You know, I can't stand him either. But anyways, he gives credit when credit's due. That's what I like about him. He pays respect to those before him. So like Brady, Ben, at Rodgers, he knows, and he knows football. He does. He knows stats. He knows what he's talking about. So, you know, to me, I think that's dope that he did that and acknowledges that he's been looking. And Ben, for a while, Ben was a tough quarterback. You couldn't bring him down. He could take the hit. He stood in the pockets. His ability to extend the plays by scrambling out the pocket and being so hard to take down is what made that offense so scary at times. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, hopefully he goes out with maybe making the playoffs. And if not, at least goes out with a winning record and says that he did what he did, you know?
Period.
Yeah. So, Nikki, what you was going to say, son?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. So what we got next left?
Wait. Oh, wait. I was going to say something. Sorry. I got the numbers from last week. So, June, Frank, and Bree tied at 11, and I got 10 correct. For the entire season, Frank is still in the lead with 152 correct predictions, followed by me with 138, and Bree's right on my tail with 136, and June has 127 correct.
Oof. Let's go.
Hey, June, you keep picking like you picked last week. You're going to catch up to somebody.
He's definitely going to catch up to Bree. Or even surpass me.
Hey, in our league, in our other pick'ems, only one person got 2 wrong.
That's crazy, man.
Frank last week.
I don't know how he did it. 2 wrong?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Luck, bro.
No, but Percy won it 3 weeks in a row. That can't be luck, man.
Dude, I think I'm wrong. Hold on.
He needs to go to Vegas.
Yeah, for real. I did want to talk
I'm
about.
wrong. I'm sorry. I have to get y'all the right numbers, but go ahead.
Well, you do the math.
My numbers are off.
So I don't know. I guess this reporter, baseball, he reports for the Cubs, made a comment about Cooper Kupp and Edelman. I like Edelman's response. He put up 3 rings.
Yeah.
You know that's Kupp.
What he says, Cooper Kupp is the wide receiver that everybody thought Edelman was.
Oh, try to make Edelman out to be. First off,
they're both great. Second of all, they're both professional football players. Third of all, until you go into a game, I don't think you should make something that extravagant.
All that you said there, correct. I just feel like I have a lot of love for Edelman. Edelman to be 5'11", give or take an inch.
He's still on the Texans, right?
No, Edelman is out of football. He's retired. You talking about Amendola?
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Edelman is they all like 5'11" to be a converted quarterback. Arguably one of the best slot receivers in the league when he was playing. Second to Jerry Rice in playoff yardage. 3 Super Bowls, 1 Super Bowl MVP. I don't know. And he took a hit from Cam Chancellor in the Super Bowl and still got up and ran. You might want to kind of relax. You got to relax a little bit. Cooper Kupp is nice. He's a fantasy point making machine, but you got to relax, y'all. You got to relax. That was that was crazy.
You know what would be epic? I know it's never, ever, ever going to happen. Okay. No, let me never say never but you know what would have been so crazy? Okay, this is just like my dream wild 2022 NFL Super Bowl. Okay. This is my opinion. Okay. June, so please don't make no smart remarks. Okay. Final game of the season, a Super Bowl, right? Because it's never happened before. Brady versus Ben in a Super Bowl, and then they both retire afterwards. How crazy would that be?
That'd be dope. That'd be a good class to see.
Because we only seen them in AFC Championships games together. But it's like, what if they actually faced off for like a Super Bowl together? That would have been so dope.
I just want to see the Jags make
it. All right, Nikki, what's the total numbers that you had to recount, and then we'll go into the predictions.
Before predictions, after Nikki's done, I do got a question.
Okay.
So I was off by 1. So June, Frank, and Bree, y'all got 12 correct predictions, while I had 11. So June is at 128, Frank is at 153, I'm at 139, and Bree's at 137.
So before June asks his question, because it's gonna let's knock out the what's trending and what's been trending this past week segment. And the first one is that Eagles head coach and a couple of the Eagles players had entered COVID-19's protocols. After symptomatic, he tested positive today. He will conduct his responsibilities remotely and remain hopeful to return by Sunday. Do you think he has a shot of returning by Sunday, June? With this new variant that's like supposed to be the strongest variant?
What was the second portion to that part, Bree?
I said, because they said that he's hopeful to return by Sunday. I said, do you think that he'll be able to return by Sunday with this new variant supposedly being the strongest COVID variant that we've had so far?
I think so. I mean, the dude is vaccinated. All they need is 2. I think so.
Okay. The next topic that I am going to discuss is dang, I just lost it. Oh, more issues in Kansas City. So their offensive tackle Mike Rimmers just entered COVID-19's list of players. So more and more Chiefs are starting to test positive for COVID. And then the last thing I want to talk about, do y'all think that so Cam Newton will start on Sunday and will have a major role, but they said Samantha will play at some point. Do you think that they should just put Samantha back in, being that even though Samantha wasn't like the superstar quarterback, he was winning games at least, and he was playing when it really, really mattered. And like doing his best. Yeah, he had some F-ups and some bad games, but he was a little bit more consistent than Cam Newton has been in the last 6 games that he's played.
I think that if let me put some respect on his name, Sam.
Well, yeah, I love him. So I call him Samantha.
I almost called him Samantha, but if Sam is going to be the starting quarterback moving forward, if he is healthy, he should be starting. You got to have continuity. You got to have something somewhere. Cam Newton threw a screen pass or a forward pass behind the player, and somebody tweeted, and this is a professional. He's like an athlete. He's actually getting paid millions by billionaires to do this pass right here. He's not back. Look, we thought he was going to be better. It's a dub. It's a loss. Just put Darnold back in. Let him start building that rep with that team. Now, if he's not hurt, if he's not 100% back, and he's still injured, then leave Cam out there. Let Cam get beat up.
He's been off IR for 2 weeks.
I don't know if they're trying to manage or not, but that's my take. If he's good, put him into play, get him continuity and consistency back with the team. If he's not, then he gotta relax.
I tell you this, I think he's gonna get on the field. Obviously, they say he's still, gonna play. I think eventually they're gonna end up sitting Cam down. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think they just don't want to say Cam ain't it, but he's gonna end up. He's not gonna play the entire game with them. It's sad because Cam is like another Carson Wentz to me, and not by the way they play, but where it's like, hey, bro, we're gonna put you here. This is your make or break it. You know what I'm saying? He didn't do well, and it's funny because somebody said this to me today earlier. They was like, one thing about Belichick is he don't got time to be wasted. So if you ain't it, you got to go. And they let Cam go, and look where the Patriots is now. You get what I'm saying? So I say all of that to say, I don't know, but maybe that's it for Cam. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm back. No, you're not. No, you're not.
You was back for that one.
For that one game. That one game. And it's back to old, not even old Cam, but more recent Cam, where, I say I'm a big believer about this, right? In the team, I know Frank said this shit too, about, you got 3 sides, and if 1 or 2 are good, then you're likely win. Well, Cam is the weakest link on the offense side. He's the weakest link. You get what I'm saying? And for me, once you get rid of weakest link, you have a better chance of winning. And it's sad to say it's Cam. I said the same thing when Breeze was in. I thought after a while Breeze was the weakest link. Not Breeze. Drew Brees was the weakest link. I said the same thing about Ben. I think Ben is the weakest link. It's just unfortunate that at least those other 2 that I mentioned had longevity. You don't have the longevity that they have, and you have become the weakest link. Yeah. So, it's okay. You just gotta hang your head up. And Sam is gonna end up playing. He's gonna end up playing, and I think it's gonna be the beginning of the end of Cam Newton.
I believe in second chances, and I think he has multiple chances to revive his career. And I want to say in perfect situations. He got put in a team where there was a system in place that he had to try to acclimate himself to, which was the Patriots. It didn't work out. He didn't look extremely bad over there. It just didn't work out. And then he went back to his old team to where if he would make the right passes or the right decisions, he would look like he was back. And in this case, he failed in that aspect of it, and that was his third chance. So I think it's a wrap, Cam. We love you. We like what you did. I think you're a good dude, what you do for the community. But time to go.
Yeah.
I think
well said.
I think the problem with Cam is that he has he doesn't have a team that he needs to go to a team like kind of what Brady did, pick the right team to go to and have a better protection at the line that's going to build the offense. But
I don't agree.
It's going to be hard for him to get that because first off, who wants to take a chance with him? You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to take that chance. And when you've already been out the league for a while due to injury, and then you're coming back in and you're trying to jump into different programs that have already been established and they're not your program, it becomes a problem. Your success level drops tremendously, and you haven't been great since 2015 when you went to the Super Bowl and you won MVP. You know, I think I said this in a podcast way back when he signed another team. He had Calvin Benjamin on. He had a body receiver, and he still didn't do good on the Panthers. You know what I'm saying? Now it's just I do agree he's done. I'm just saying that if he wanted to go and play. Because athletes are like gladiators. They don't know that they need to go out until they go out on their shield. You know, a lot of people have one boxer. I got one more fight left in me. I can still do it until you're knocked out like Manny Pacquiao and you land on the canvas looking like who put you to sleep. But it's one of those things that in his eyes, he believes he can still play. And if you were going to still play, then you would need a team that's going to have a good offensive line to protect, a good tight end, maybe a good running game so y'all could do the option, and a good defense. And I mean, unfortunately, who's going to take a chance with him? You know, I wouldn't. If I was a franchise owner, I would not. I'm sorry. I could have all that in place. I'm not doing it. I'd rather go get hell, I'd rather convince Big Ben not to retire and bring Ben back than bring him in, to be honest. So
no, I totally agree. See, I was kind of torn with your answer, right? When you said you think that he just needs to go into a system that fits him. I was like, oh, hell no. Like, I just said he's the weakest link. But then I thought about Carson Wentz, and I was like, when he was with the Eagles, he clearly was the weakest link, right? But he's flourishing with the Colts. So I'm like, well, maybe that's true. But I think that Carson had, again, it was a gamble with Carson, but I feel like they tried that with Cam. You get what I'm saying? Like they put him in another system and it didn't work. So even though you might be right, like, hey, if he's in the right system, I agree with you at your latter explanation. Who's going to be willing to take the chance? You get what I'm saying? Like, I can't afford, because look, when he got let go with the Pats, maybe if he went back to the Panthers and he stayed consistent, then you could be like, you know what? Maybe we put him in the right, but he's right back to old bull crap. You know what I'm saying? Like, you won't even get, like you said, I believe in second chances. This will be a fourth chance. Like, and
look,
I mean, who wants to do that?
It's something you say Wentz. I stuck up for Wentz when he was in the Eagles. I don't think Wentz was the problem in the Eagles. I think the Eagles was the problem with the Eagles. I just feel that Wentz had more of a mental issue going on. I think with Wentz is I get you to a winning record. I get hurt running the ball on a sneak, a quarterback run play to get a touchdown. I dive for it. I mess up my knee. I'm out the rest of the season. Okay, yes, Foles come in and y'all go win and beat the Patriots, win the Super Bowl. I come back and, it's all this talk, the media, and I don't think he learned how to shut that out. Like that whole, do they really need you? Wentz,
right.
Without you.
Right.
And people forget, unless real Eagles fans don't forget, but Wentz is the reason they had that record. And if it wasn't for their defense playing good defense in them last few games, and even in the playoffs, Foles would not have carried them to the Super Bowl. Let's just be honest. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things that it took a whole, like I said, 3 aspects of the game, and it came together. So not to take anything away, but you're right. I think Cam is done. In my opinion, bro, hey, man, sit down, go invest in your hat franchise that you have going on, making all these different hats. Keep wearing the outfits you want to wear. Go coach a school, make a program, do something, but give it up, bro. Because honestly, I don't see it. And right now, all he looks like is that beat up boxer that doesn't know how to quit. And all he does is keep getting in the ring. And he's just a tee-up fight for the big fight. He's the warm-up. And let Sam Darnold go in there and play. Yeah, let him go in there.
Yeah.
I don't.
No, I agree. I agree with all you guys stuff. But just one thing to keep in mind with the Wentz stuff is, Wentz went to his Wentz head coach is the same quarterback's coach that he played, or offensive coordinator that he played for that year that they won the Super Bowl. So he kind of knew Wentz, pros and cons, and he was able to kind of restructure that into the Colts offense this year. So he kind of seen that light and said, I want Wentz because I know what he could do, and he was kind of his successor during that run. I don't know if Cam had the opportunity, or if he had that. I don't know if he ever had that coach that he could go back to, and maybe he'll turn back to the old Cam a little bit. I don't even know who he was, to be honest with you. I don't know who Cam's offensive coordinator was, unless it's the same head coach from Washington and he called the plays too. I'm not sure. But Cam is done.
Yeah, he's done. Anyways, what's next on the topic?
So Le'Veon Bell got signed with the Buccaneers. I love to see all my babies and my kids win and eat. And I'm very, very happy for him, especially because I want to read this really, really quick. Where is it at? I just had it. Dang it. I scrolled too. But Bell was asked yesterday. I can't see it.
It's Tom Brady and Le'Veon Bell shaking hands on the field.
Oh.
He looks very happy.
So new Bucs running back Le'Veon Bell asked today if he seriously considered retirement. And he replied, yeah, I was going to be done. I was at the point where I wasn't really going to play football. I was going to focus on boxing.
Mm-hmm. He was.
Boxing.
Once you get that call, it was like, oh, yes, this is it.
Yeah, he said something to Jake Paul the other day, matter of fact.
Yeah, he did. And it was so funny. I just laughed because it's like, damn, Le'Veon Bell could do it all. He could rap, he could play football, and now he's a boxer. So
yeah, I'm excited to see what's
going to no days off.
I'm excited to see what's going to happen. I want to see.
Yeah, I'm very, 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 very. I'm proud of him. Like whatever team he goes to, or any of my former Steelers children that moved out of my house, wherever they go.
I think if Brian Leftwich can get that offensive scheme going, with especially you get Fournette back for the playoffs. You know what's having two pass catching backs in there at the same time, coming out the backfield, and you don't know who to block. It makes up for not having a Godwin, and you got AB and a Gronk and a Mike Evans out there. And let's say Scotty Miller does get happening, or Perryman, or hell, even Brait or OJ Howard. Listen, they still got weapons, man. To sleep on the Bucs is,
yes, they do.
It's just chemistry. It's getting them consistent, but I'm telling you, you protect Brady back there, and you give him the people he needs to go out there. Like, just you protect Brady. He's gonna pick you apart. Don't go zone defense and protect him. He's gonna eat you up every time.
One thing I do like about Brady is that ever since he came to Florida, he's turned into a menace. And it was just so funny, that TikTok I had sent you where he was like, now Tony, what Tony Romo has said, I forgot what Tony Romo said. He was like, you said this about me? Huh?
He ran.
Tom Brady don't give no fucks.
No, but I think this is
I was like, yes.
He's building his brand. He's doing the man in the arena. I'm telling you, I know y'all don't. I'm a Brady fan, so obviously I watch it. But if you like football, you should watch it. There's a lot that goes into it. It's a good show. I think he's documenting every Super Bowl run. I can't wait to see the one against the Eagles, because I hate watching the Giants ones. Every time I watch it, I just want to go into a corner and just be mad at the world because they lost. But
this one.
So I was rewatching the broadcast from last night, and I heard Tony say, Tom does that all day long. That's the same thing he does to move people with his eyes, because he's slow, right? He can't actually make someone else. So is he not watching? Because
It was a good one. I seen
Hey, to jack my speed rating back up. So
He's
having fun. He gets on TikTok now and just like talk shit of all these commentators that say something bad about him. Like every video, he has somebody that says something negative, and he was like, "Oh, remember you said this, and then this happened."
He's living it up, man. He's living it up. So, what we about to do these predictions, or
yes, it is time for predictions. Are you guys ready?
Yeah, can y'all
text? No, I am not. I actually got a question for everybody.
What's up?
And I want to start with Frank.
I forgot. Yeah, go ahead.
My question is, I said 3, but I'm gonna eliminate the 3 just to shorten down the combo. So Frank, you have to give me your top 2 MVP candidates right now. Who would they be?
Oh, that's rough. Oh, Jesus, man. Aaron Rodgers won. I think he's playing great football as a quarterback. Messed up toe, COVID, doesn't matter. He's out there balling. And I would probably go, yeah, man, that's rough. Because it's either between Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Mm-hmm.
Jonathan Taylor or, man, that's rough. Yeah, I'll go at Aaron. You know, this.
Yeah, those are my 2. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I would go with.
And if you had a third, it'll be who?
You said 2.
I'm just curious. I just want to hear his answer.
So, I don't know the numbers, but I would probably go Cooper Kupp, man. He's lights out.
Okay, all right.
Putting numbers up. I just don't know his numbers compared to Jamar Chase or even but he's leading the league in receiving yards. So, man, you got to give that man credit. You know, Cooper Kupp's up there. I went Jonathan Taylor because of impact to the Colts. You know, if it was a 7-yard run touchdown against the Patriots, we would be having a different conversation. You know what I'm saying? So, he's the difference maker on the Colts. I hate, you know, when we look at most valuable player, if you take him out of that lineup, can the Colts still win the way they win it? I don't think they do. They still win, yes. I don't think they're the Titans, but I just feel that with him there, we saw the difference against the Patriots. Difference, you know. I didn't want to make this a long drawn out answer, but I mean, it might be Jonathan Taylor and Aaron. But I'll go Aaron Rodgers and Jonathan Taylor, man. Aaron Rodgers playing lights out football. He's out there winning games.
All right. What about you, Frank?
I agree with Frank.
With the same ones?
Yep.
Okay, what about you, Nikki?
Yeah, he took mine. Yeah, mine was going to be Jonathan Taylor. And then obviously Aaron Rodgers, just because I know he's leading right now. But Jonathan Taylor definitely was going to be mine.
Well, I'm going to shake it up a little bit. I'm going to eliminate Aaron, right? Because he had his couple of fair share of bad games with the most healthiest team out there throughout the entire season. So, Aaron, you're a scratch. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put Kupp up there, and I'm going to put Taylor number 2. You know, he won it last year, and I'm not saying this to take away from this year. But, I mean, I think Kupp is a freaking beast. I think Taylor's a beast. I think they're tied, in my opinion. I would give let's split it. Let's cut the trophy in half. And then Aaron number 3. And then I have Brady number 8. I just wanted to see Frank's face.
Jesus. Actually, I went Aaron because of how he's playing, but if we go statistical numbers, Brady's got more passing yards and touchdowns than him. He's actually leading.
That's my all right. I wanted to see where Brady falls in your.
I already told you. I don't think it's fair. Me personally, I like Brady. I'm a Brady fan. I'm always going to stick up for Brady. But I will say, I think it's time to take him out of these conversations for MVP, man. Let some of these other guys eat. It's not fair. It's not fair. It's not. You might I'm 42 right now. Let's say I live to 80. That's what, 38 years. And I don't think we'll ever see a quarterback do what he did in that time frame.
But if you give him that, it's like an eval almost. If he earned that EP, we got to give him that EP, regardless of what it is.
I will say this: as a fan, I'm not going to say it. As a fan, I'm not, because like I said, I know what he can and can't do, and I know Brady. Brady rather win another ring. To him, it's something Nikki said. The Saints are 4-0 against him in the regular season, but they 0-1 against him in the playoffs. Brady don't give a shit about the regular season. What he cares about is when that ring at the end of the year. That's why you ask him which was his favorite ring. He says the next one. The next one. He doesn't care about MVP. He doesn't care about fucking offensive player of the year. He don't give a shit. He said it. I won MVP one year and I lost Super Bowl against the Eagles. He won MVP that year. And guess what? Lost Super Bowl. He doesn't care. To him, don't give me shit. Just let me go play. Send my man to the Super Bowl like you normally do. Let me go out there and walk out and have home field advantage in every Super Bowl he goes to and win.
You can't eat this. You can't eat M&M's.
So, that's what I say. Brady don't give a shit about that, man. I wouldn't, fuck that. Give that to somebody else. What I care about is, but now offensive player, rookie of the year. That's my man, Mac Jones. That's going to be Mac Jones.
Rookie. Really?
Yeah, it's Mac Jones, hands down. He's
even over that dude, Micah Parsons?
Yeah, quarterback. The quarterback always gets the praise. That's why. But Parsons is nice too on defense. Anyway,
over Jamar Chase. I mean, we got some good candidates this year. We got Freiermuth from the Steelers.
Guess what? Quarterback. QBs are the face of a franchise, and he's actually leading in percentage. He doesn't turn the ball over like that. He's surprising a lot of people. Let me tell you something. Hey, that's not Brady, because it's not fair to name Brady Jr., but he's one of those quarterbacks. He doesn't have the shape. You know what I'm saying? If you look at him like me without my shirt on, it's horrible. And then, he's just like, his football IQ's through the roof. I like him. I like his things. But that's the last time I start picking him just to pick him. I'm actually going to start picking it like I normally do. Me and Nikki both picked the Patriots and lost. That's not good. Nikki, shame on you. Let's go.
All right. There's a reason why I picked them, but yeah, don't worry about it. I ain't doing that foolishness.
So today we have 49ers at Titans. Nikki.
49ers.
Right.
Yeah, I'm going 49ers.
June.
I'm going with these Niners.
And I'm also going 49ers. Next week on Saturday, Christmas Day, we have the Browns at Green Bay. Nikki.
Green Bay.
Frank.
Green Bay.
June.
I'm going Green Bay clinch, correct?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay then. Never mind. Yeah, I'm going with
Green Bay. Yes, they did.
Yes, they did. No, they were the only ones to get a divisional title.
A divisional, but the number one seed is not clinched yet.
Oh, okay.
Who
are you going, June?
Green Bay. They're gonna get that.
And then also on Saturday we have the Colts at.
Well, who did you go?
Oh, sorry, Packers. And then also on Christmas evening we have the Colts at Arizona. Nikki.
That's an easy one right here, guys. Come on.
Colts.
Right.
Going Arizona at home.
June.
I'm going Frank Wright and them Colts.
You think they're gonna win back to back and then go into Arizona?
You go.
They have to win.
I went Arizona.
And they ain't got no B Hop. They ain't got no Bernard Hopkins back there. I said Bernard Hopkins.
Where
they ain't got no Hopkins
where you
back
going? Where you going? Joe.
I'm going with the Colts.
Yeah.
You got mine already?
Yeah.
Hey, and we're talking about that sloppy quarterback in Arizona too, by the way.
Actually, you know what? You made a smart pick because they suck at home. They do. He turns the ball over at home a lot.
You went Cardinals.
Yep.
My just got home. My mom sees my dog if you don't hear that.
Oh.
No, we do hear. I'm about to say, what is going on?
That's embarrassing. All right,
Who's next?
Toby, I'm recording. On Sunday we have the Lions at the Falcons. Nikki.
It's tough.
I'm going Lions.
I
Frank.
know you lying.
I'm lying.
I'm going Falcons at home. Patterson, Matty Ice, Pitts. It's not happening. Let's go.
Jude.
I'm going to Atlanta.
I'm also going Atlanta. It was funny on my fantasy group chat. I said, y'all, I'm going with the number 1 draft pick the last 2 years on our fantasy league. He was picked first the last 2 years.
Matt Ryan?
Yeah, Carter picked him first the last 2 years. All right, next we have the Ravens at Cincinnati. Nikki.
Lamar's back, right?
Does it matter?
It doesn't matter. Yeah, because Tyler Huntley plays well.
I think he plays better throwing the ball downfield.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, you don't know who's on the field. But the Bengals have been playing well.
The Bengals are suspect too every now and then.
Yeah, but they're both suspect. Like, it all depends on who shows up. And then the freaking Ravens find a way to lose. Oh.
You want to say hi?
I'm going to go Bengals.
All right, Frank.
I am going to.
Damn. I don't know.
I am going to.
Nikki, you can write mine down. I went Bengals, Nikki.
I'm going Bengals.
June.
I'm going Baltimore. They got a lot on their plate, and they got to win out to make these playoffs. I think the pressure's back on Harbaugh.
I know. This is hard.
Mom says hi, y'all.
What's going on, Mom?
Hi. Hey.
Frank's
What up?
from New York.
Hey, my fellow New Yorker.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. Bree, thank you for my candy.
I only had a few. June, what'd you say?
He went Ravens.
Eating your mom's stuff. But I'm going with Baltimore.
I think June went right, man. Ravens lost the last 3 games. I don't think they're going to lose.
I know. It's hard, but I don't know because the Bengals has been hot.
I don't know.
But that's exactly what I did last week, and I picked the freaking pot. And
it wasn't a bad.
Nikki, put your mask on.
I don't know. I think I might just change the Ravens.
You got 3 seconds because I'm about to move on. 3, 2.
Before we lock it.
No, once we move on to the next
She went with the Bengals.
As soon as we move on to the next one, it's locked.
No, but when I said I should have went the other way, she's like, "Well, you already picked this team, and we didn't lock it in." So.
As soon as I move on,
oh, you can still change it. Then you want to change it from the Cardinals to the Colts?
Okay, the Rams and Vikings.
I'm going Rams. Just put me down.
Nikki.
I went Rams.
June.
Yeah, I'm going Rams.
And I also went Rams. Okay, the next one is the Bills in Foxborough. Nikki.
I'm going Pats at home. I'm not shitting on my team. Let's go Pats. They already beat them once.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Pats. The Bills are so suspecty. Like, yeah, I'm going Pats.
I want Buffalo.
Yeah. It's not a bad pick though.
Yeah. You know what? That would have been a good talking topic too. I'm going Buffalo. It's just crazy how they didn't give the ball to the running backs. Like the last game was insane. but I'm going Buffalo.
Next is the Jaguars at Jets. Nikki, although we know where you're going.
I'm going Jags. Jets lost their head coach and everybody else. Let's go Jags.
Mm-hmm. Jim? Wait, why'd you who you click off, Nikki?
Me?
Frank.
Why?
You didn't see him?
They're playing New York?
Yeah, it's cold weather. I was actually going to
playing in New York.
Cold weather, but what is it? What's one game?
I think these Jets are gonna pull it off. They haven't looked great, but they look good.
So you going Jets?
I'm going Jets.
This is hard because Florida people don't like the cold, but the Jets also got their head coach and a couple of players on COVID.
Yeah. They're decimated.
But Florida
decimated.
It is literally like a statistic fact that the hot NFL teams do not play good in cold weather.
Pick a team, Bree.
So this is Nikki, no, please don't, because we're in week 16 and this is the first week.
Hey, Bree,
don't do it.
Snatch it.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Take your time.
Don't do
it. Take your time.
Don't do it. No, I'm not gonna be as long as you. I'm gonna go Jets, just solely based on the fact that cold weather is gonna mess up.
Smart decision, Bree. Smart one.
Okay. Next we have Giants in Philadelphia. Nikki.
Eagles. You didn't hear me?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't hear her.
She said Eagles.
Huh?
You said
Frank.
What? I am going Eagles. They're gonna sweep them. It's gonna be a wrap and a dub. That's it.
June going Eagles. Bree.
I'm going Philly. Next, we have the Buccaneers at Carolina. Nikki.
Bucks.
Frank.
Hey, I'm going Bucks. Come on now. Bell's gonna put up 2 touchdowns. Watch.
June.
Is this the week now Cam gets his W?
Want to rush everybody. Look, Nikki's sick and want to rush everybody.
No, the problem is, Bree, everybody should know the way. You pick me first and then you go, but then they be waiting for you to say their name. I'm like,
No, because Frank was in the middle of talking. You were like, June.
June.
Like, you cut off June.
Is this the week that Cam gets his W? And because of that, I'm going with the Bucks.
I'm also going with the Bucks, but how crazy would it be if they took Cam out, Samantha comes back in and beats Brady? What would happen?
I'm with Nick. They don't need to go to the playoffs. They just need to go ahead and call it a dub this season and go home. Don't even try to make a run. Up to the 8, and then you go lose to the Card. I mean, let's get out of here, bro. You need to go.
Next is the Chargers at Texans at Houston. Nikki.
Chargers.
Frank.
Chargers.
But wait.
And I'm going Chargers as well. Next is the Bears. Next is the Bears in Seattle. Nikki.
I'm going to Hawks.
Frank.
Who was it again?
Bears in Seattle.
Oh, I should have went Bears. Because Justin Fields been playing well. I don't know why I thought about Brown.
Seahawks.
When you said Bears.
June.
I'm going with the Bears.
Next, we have Steelers. Sorry, Seahawks. Because I wrote all of mine down prior, so I keep forgetting. Next, we have Steelers in Kansas City. Nikki.
I'm going Chiefs.
Frank.
You said Steelers in Kansas City?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going Kansas City, Bray. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Safe bet.
June.
I'm actually going to go with the Steelers this week. I think they pull up the upset with all the, especially if Kelsey ain't playing either, and if Tyreek Hill's out.
I'm rooting for the Steelers. I'm going Chiefs with the safe bet, but I'm gonna be playing watching.
What type of answer is that?
Harrison Buckford, their kicker, tested positive too.
Yeah, but don't get two tests between now and Sunday to play. That's the only thing.
You got who? You going Steelers, Bree?
Yes, of course.
Come on now. She's like you. Race Lee the Snow. She's going her team.
I'm the queen. I'm the queen of Pittsburgh Steelers. I'll get fired. Mark Tomlin would be pissed off at me.
Hey, this chair is so uncomfortable. I'm sitting in, by the way.
All right, next is Broncos in Las Vegas. Nikki.
I'm going Raiders while she thinks, no Teddy Bridgewater.
Yeah.
Raiders.
You said Broncos and Raiders?
Yeah. In Vegas.
Yeah. I'm going with the Raiders.
Is it me?
Nikki?
He didn't clear the thingy?
Not yet.
Concussion protocol? No, not yet.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go Raiders. I thought he cleared it. Who you going, Bree?
Raiders. Next, we have Washington football team in Dallas. Nikki.
Cowboys.
Right. June.
I'm going with the Cowboys.
Oh my God! Did you see June's background?
Yeah.
Yes, we already eyeballed.
And then on Monday, December 27th, we have the Dolphins in New Orleans.
Who you going, Bree?
Oh, I said it, Cowboys.
You said Dolphins at New Orleans?
Yes.
Going Saints. That defense is going to show up again big.
Nikki.
I need to go look at something. Hold on. Let me go look at the Dolphins.
Hey, Bree, if we put our individual there for our team, it wouldn't fit in the background.
I'm going with Tua Tagovailoa. I think that's how you say his name.
That's good. That's actually, I can't say his name, so that's pretty good.
That is how you say it.
Matters.
Nikki, what are you looking at? What are you looking at?
She always trying to look up.
And
She's probably looking up
Tagovailoa.
Vegas odds or something.
Right. June. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
Tua Tagovailoa.
I wanted to look at their.
Tua.
They're both 7-7.
Yeah.
If that was a spelling bee, I would fail.
Yeah, his last name, Tagovailoa.
Her name is Tua.
Mommy, he has a last name.
His name is Tua.
It's Tua. It's simple. Tua.
Tua.
That's why I fuck with your mom.
I'm gonna go.
I don't know. I'm just telling you what I call him.
Okay, that's you. You're not on the podcast.
But my opinion counts.
Yes, it does.
And it's Tua.
I went Saints.
Okay.
Nikki went
So
Saints.
you're Nikki went Saints. Okay. Well,
Hey,
as a Giants fan, your opinion does not matter on here.
Oh, Brianna. Please, let's not go there.
Love you. And that is all of our predictions for this week.
So we don't know which one you went.
I said Saints while you were looking up the Dolphins.
Yeah. She been said Saints. He was paying attention. All right, let's put it up.
We over here be whispering.
Doom, go ahead. Kick it off, bro.
What was that, bro? My bad. I was yelling over here.
Rapping it.
Closing remarks.
Hey, happy holidays. Wish everybody a safe and a good Christmas. If you need my address to send me gifts, it's okay. You can send them to me. Nikki, don't do that, please.
Hey, you want to open?
But hey, now for hey, be safe. Don't drink and drive. Drink responsibly. Take care of yourselves and your family. That's all I got.
Hey, real quick before we go to the next person, y'all want to open up your gifts now since we online and it's only 2 days before Christmas?
Nikki, did
my gift
come in?
You got your gift.
When is it supposed to get in? Is it in my mailbox?
Today.
When is it supposed to come in?
Today.
Oh yeah, it's too early. It'll come in later.
That June and I got for you and Bree. You already got it.
Let me go find it.
Yeah, open it now.
Is your name on the front of it?
Well, no, it just says Bree. If she took it out the box, it says Bree. But if not, it's gonna be saying my name on it. Yeah.
Mine. Oh yeah, I put mine under the tree. Hold on, let me go get it.
Get it.
Oh, I gotta put on my mask.
Yes. You gotta be safe.
Yes, please put that thing on. I'm feeling some type of way right now.
Shut up. I care about my children.
No, stop it, damn it.
Damn dog. I can't.
No.
Stop, dude. Bree came and open up mine. Look. Hey, you want me to open it?
Yes, please.
You know we could have did this later. Wait, before I open it, let me go see when y'all supposed to get y'all. They already shipped. Okay, here we go.
That's probably from my other podcast, Mom.
All right, let's see. Go ahead. Tell me if you like it.
Okay.
But it's not that one, Bree. That's it's that box that you got right there.
So strange. I got gifts from my other podcast under the thing too, so we have to find it.
Yeah. Go ahead, Nikki. You first. Let's see.
You put it in this thing here. I'm gonna keep this. Okay, let me open it. Why it look like a onesie?
It's not a onesie.
Oh my God.
I think it's something you can wear.
You look so pretty.
You can text her and tell her that.
Oh, I like it.
I think you can wear around the house. I think it's actually for the sleeping. I'm not sure.
Oh, I'm wearing it out.
This is so cute.
It's PJs. It is.
I told you. Now look at the sleeves, Bree. Look at the sleeves. They put on.
Mommy, it has our Super Bowls on it.
Oh,
I thought it was cute.
I thought it was cute.
Yeah.
Oh, you gonna sleep in that? Watch.
I'm gonna sleep in it every night.
You are really gonna sleep in that, Brie. I can see it. That is. That's a great gift.
I love it. Yeah. Thank you.
Now,
well, thank y'all.
I put a lot of thought into that. So
my mom got Toby a couch bed for Christmas.
Stop judging me.
I was gonna get that from Brooklyn and Trade. I saw it. Mom has good taste.
No.
Thank y'all. Truly appreciate it.
That's a good one.
You keep the box.
You see where I'll just have to. I'll put a sticker right where you.
All right, Nikki, you go next.
Huh? Oh, my thingy. Oh. It was always, it's always a pleasure getting on here, seeing you guys. I see most of y'all during the week, every day. I don't see all of y'all. However, it's great seeing all of y'all.
Are you throwing shots?
I never said your name, dude. So
you throwing shots?
It's good seeing all of y'all on here. The folks, y'all just have a good holiday. Remember, it's not all about receiving gifts. Just spend time with your family. Every day isn't promised, and that's real. So let's appreciate ourselves while we can. I know a lot of times you hear people be like, oh, we want to celebrate somebody's life, but let's give them the flowers while they're still here. So enjoy your time with your family, and we'll see each other again next week. Thank you.
It was always, it's always a pleasure doing this with you guys every single week. Have a safe and happy holidays. Merry Christmas. And I hope everyone just receives all the love and care they get from their families every day. Have fun, make it the best of it. Don't let anything negative try to ruin you if you're in holiday spirits like Nikki is every day. Stay safe as well. Drink lots of water, but stay safe because COVID is coming back and it's coming back harder than ever. So please, everyone, stay safe and have the best Christmas you could have.
Well, they said everything I want to say. It's not about the gifts, about spending time with your loved ones and family and friends and enjoying the season, being safe, protecting ourselves from this virus, this pandemic that's still going on, and realizing that no matter what we have going on, we make time to do this. So please continue to share, subscribe, listen from the Munoz, the Alexis family, the Akinyemi family, and the Ferrer family. Merry Christmas, happy holidays. And that's Frank Presents the Play Call.